Your Christian life might be marked with blind spots or the effects of growing up in a Christian American culture, a culture that is easy to swim in. That's what we're going to discuss. So let's get started on this today. All right. I have been studying Revelation and the letters to the seven churches in Revelation. Now, if you're like me, you may have, not studied this since, for years or decades or never. And you just hear little bits and pieces of this apocalyptic literature and it feels like heavy. Who can know? Some people believe this and some people believe that. And I'm not sure exactly how I got sucked in recently to this topic. It wasn't because I was looking for any sensational Bible study that was, going to challenge me, or I was in a deep dive into prophecy. That wasn't it, because I have come at it before from the sensationalized part of it. But a little aside here, if you're ever going to study Revelation, there's three that I highly recommend. One is Matt Chandler, who has a small series on it, and he does a really good job with it. The other guy is named Craig Cavanis, and he is the pastor of Grace Church in downtown Frisco, Texas. And if you're familiar with Dallas Theological Seminary, they have a free class that you can just sign up for online study. But all three of the ones I've been doing have done this really cool thing. And that is they look at it from this idea of it can't mean to us, what was written can't mean to us readers today what it wouldn't have meant to the original readers of Revelation, those seven churches. And so it puts a healthy lens on it, backs away from everything's futuristic and, oh, we've got to interpret the colors of the horses and the locusts must be helicopters. They didn't know what no, none of that. None of that. The purpose of it was to speak to those seven churches and what would have they thought, what would it have meant to them. So the Bible, sorry, I'm preaching here before we even get into this. The Bible is written for us, not to us. As 2025 Christians, it's written for us, not to us. The Revelation was written to those seven churches. So we have to read it the way they would have read it. Okay. All that to say, the book is written to the seven churches, and each church God is talking to and even calling out hypocrisies to those churches. And he is preaching, most of them he comments and criticizes. But there's this one church, Sardis, and God got on them because he told them they were being insincere. All right. Now let's talk about this.